Let's now look at how many types of bonds or the fixed income securities we have. Friends, of course, if you want to list all the bonds which are issued anywhere in the world, the list is practically going to be never ending. But our aim and objective is to broadly understand the categories of bonds which are issued in the debt market by different players, and how do we understand those different categories of bonds. So सबसे पहले, as we discussed little while ago, in the context of the features of bond, you have a zero coupon bond or deep discount bond. And as we said earlier, ये bonds के ऊपर interest नहीं होता है ज़ीरो होता है. तो जो सब्सक्राइबर है उसको कैसे फ़ायदा होगा? उसको फ़ायदा इस तरह से होगा कि जब बॉन्ड इशू होता है तो डिस्काउंट पे होता है. 100 रुपये का बॉन्ड है, 60 रुपये में इशू होगा, लेकिन जब उसका रिडम्पशन होगा वो 100 रुपीज़ में होगा. तो जो सब्सक्राइबर है उसने 60 रुपये दिए थे, 100 रुपये उसको मिलेंगे, डिफरेंस है 40 रुपीज़, दैट बिकम्स हिज प्रॉफिट और हिज रिटर्न. Bonds can be convertible and they can be non-convertible. Non-convertible bond का मतलब क्या है? Convertible bonds are converted into equity shares of the company after a given period based on the terms of the issue. So convertible bonds get converted into equity. Non-convertible bond do not get converted into equity. So non-convertible bond, they remain as non-convertible bond. Depending on the terms, they will be redeemed at the maturity of these bonds. So convertible bonds and the non-convertible bonds. Floating rate bonds I have discussed with you already, so I'm not going to spend any further time on it. Floating rate bond मतलब ये है कि rate of interest is not fixed, it is floating. Callable bond and puttable bonds. Now let us understand. Let us understand what is a callable bond and what is a puttable bond. Friends, call is an option. Put is also an option. So what is a call option? Call option is a right but not an obligation. What is the right? The right is issuer of a bond. Issuer of a bond can redeem these bonds after a certain period, but before the maturity date. He can call these bonds and redeem them. So that is why they are known as callable bond. So issuer has a call option कि वो जब चाहे ये bonds को redeem कर सकता है. अब सवाल ये है जो कि आपके दिमाग में आना चाहिए. I am sure it must be coming in the minds of every one of you. Why should a company call a bond and redeem it before the due date? And that is because if the interest rates have fallen down in the economy or in the market, the company will stand to gain if it call these bonds and redeems them, and in place of them issue a new set of bonds which is going to be at a lower rate of interest because the interest rates have gone down. So that is your callable bond. So in case of a callable bond, the right is with the issuer of the bond, that is the company. You can also have puttable bond. So what is a puttable bond? A puttable bond is where the subscriber has a right. What right he has? Subscriber has the right that after expiry of a certain period, subscriber can give the bond back to the company and ask the company to redeem the same and give him his money. So that is known as puttable bond. Puttable bond का मतलब क्या है? The subscriber has a right to sell or to give the debentures or bond back to the company as per the terms and conditions of the agreement that must have been signed for the issuance of these debentures or bonds. Now the question that can come to your mind is, why should a subscriber do that? So a subscriber will do that if the rates of interest have increased in the market. तो अगर interest on the bond have gone up from 6% to 8%, and if I have subscribed for a bond which is at 6%, it does not make sense for me to hold these bonds and earn an interest of 6% when I can make my fresh investment into new bonds on which I will get 8%. So if this bond is a putable bond, what will I do? I will give this bond back to the company, ask the company to give me money, my money back, and that money which I get back, can I make fresh investment into fresh debenture where the rate of interest is going to be 8% or whatever. So that is your callable bond and putable bond. Callable bond, company has a right. Putable bond, the subscriber has the right. Can a bond have both these features? And the answer is yes. So you can always, company can always issue debentures or fixed income securities or bonds where there is a, both these options are available. So that means it has the call option and it also has the put option. Perpetual bonds. So what are the perpetual bonds? So as the name suggests, perpetual bond have no fixed tenure, no fixed maturity. They are issued for perpetuity. They are issued for perpetuity. Only thing is, perpetual bonds invariably will have a call option and will have a put option. So that since it does not have a tenure, how can the subscriber get out of it, or how can the company get free of this obligation? So this bond will always have the put option and the call option depending on the changes in the economic scenario. The issuer or the subscriber can exercise the call option and the put option and then get out of this. Otherwise, if they don't exercise the call option and the put option, then this perpetuity bond will continue to exist. Tax-free bonds. So as you can suggest, the government of India in certain case like infrastructure will give this facility to the infrastructure companies to raise money by issuing tax-free bonds so as to increase participation from the public so that they get more money, and that's your tax-free bond. So tax-free bonds, income is tax-free. Of course, these tax-free bonds will have a lock-in period, a minimum lock-in period, and that means for that much period the holder has to hold these tax-free bonds. If he does not hold them, then he does not get the tax benefit. Junk bonds, as the name suggests, these are the bonds carry high risk, and since they carry high risk, they also carry high rate of interest, and these are junk bonds. So then of course you got a income bonds. So income bonds का मतलब ये है that the issuer will not guarantee payment of income on these bonds. He will pay income on these bonds only when he has an income. If he does not have an income, he will not pay interest on these bonds, and that's why these bonds are risky. And since these bonds are risky, the rate of interest the rate of interest in case of these bonds is high. And then of course you got a asset backed securities. So what is asset backed securities or asset backed bonds? Now these are the bonds which are issued against securitization of receivables on account of home loans, receivables on account of car loan, receivables on account of the credit card outstandings. So these bonds are called as asset backed securities because all these receivables are there as securitized, and that is how they are referred as asset backed securities. So friends, these are the different types of bonds and the securities, broadly speaking, that we need to know. There can be many other categories. For example, there's something called as Yankee bond. Now what is a Yankee bond? Yankee bond is a bond which is issued in America by a foreign company. So that means Yankee bond is a bond that would be issued by a company or bank or financial institution not from America but anywhere from outside America. And these bonds are then listed in America, and these are referred as Yankee bond. So this is how you can have these nomenclature. Broadly, friends, these are the types of different kind of fixed income securities and bonds that we need to know and understand.